How's your assignment been going this week? Let's do the next 10 and we'll see how you did. Full explanations, obviously. So with this, we have some things multiplied and some things add and subtract. Well, when you multiply things together, they create a term. And then we have to decide if those terms are like terms or not. And let's just separate them out using a sort of structure. What we can see is here we've got two P's, here one, and a QQ, and here. So from this, we can see that this is a term, but these two are like terms because they have the same amount of P and Q. So if you have a certain amount of PQQ, or PQ squared, then you can add that amount together to say how many PQ squared you have. We'll leave the first one alone because there is no other P squared Qs, but there's 5 of them there. And this is quite a lot going on, but essentially we've got -2 here, PQ squared, and we have +1 here. So overall, +1 minus 1 cancels that, so we end up with -1 left over. So that's going to be -PQ squared, and we don't write the 1, because it's just 1. So there you have it. What are the like terms? They've got the squareds, and we've got the x's. So there are 2x squared plus 2x. Now technically, if we are to simplify something, it's actually factorized. That's the most simplified. But this is like the aim here is to combine like terms. But if we do factorize, we can see that 2x comes out, and then we have x plus 1. But that's a little bonus for you. Okay, simplify this. We have to look at like terms again. So we've got the a's, and then we've got the b's. And there are 2 of these a's, so 1, 2, and there are 4 of them over here. With the b's, we've got -3 of them, so like a debt of 3. But then we've got, let's use the color, 5 over here. And so overall, what have we got? Like the reds are going to cancel out with the normal black color. So red, black, red, black, red, black. And what we're left with are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the A's and a +2 of the B's. Okay. Simplify. This is a distribution law that will get people essentially, because you have a takeaway and the bracket is the thing we're taking away, it means that everything inside that bracket is susceptible to being subtracted. There's another way of looking at that outside the front there, you've got a 1 that you don't have to write, but it's there, and you're going to do -1, and you're going to expand the brackets, which when you multiply by -1 will negate what's inside. But we're going to use this distribution idea that everything that is in this bracket is subject to being subtracted. It's going to be take away 4t, but also as if we're taking away -2t. And as we know from our intuition, but lesser intuition perhaps from our training, that if we have 2 negatives right next to each other, that's going to make it an addition. So we have 9t, take away 4t, plus 2t. 2t fruity, of course. Now you know that these are all the like terms because they're t's. So how many do we have? We've got 9, take away 4, which is 5, plus 2, which is 7t. Ta-da! Okay, so we've got a little bit more going on here, but the negative in front still counts for both of these. 3x plus 2y, take away x, because that's going to be take away x, and that is no longer, that's going to be take away a positive 5y. Now I don't write take away positive because plus minus makes a negative overall. And then we can see where we are from there. Like terms, x, that's a total of 4 x's. And like terms with the y's here. So we have +2, take away 5, which is -3y. Okay, we're going to decide now which ones are like terms. We've got an A, B, so these are the ABs. We've got an AB, so this is also the ABs. So it's another one of those questions that we must be recognizing that they're all the same. Now, negative, well, essentially we can take the, let's do it a different way. We can take the coefficients. This is all I'm doing in my head because I know they're all AB. And then whatever that sum is, it goes in front of the AB. Negative 2 plus 5 is 3. Take away 3. Oh, is 0. Just to double check. Yeah, 0. Decimals, that works too. Okay, so it's the same principle. 0.5 is the coefficient here. Yeah, that's what we're focused on, the numbers in front, the coefficients. And we're adding 0.25. That's how many x's we have. So we can write 0.75x, or we can change this decimal into a fraction and say 3/4 x. There's many ways we can go down, but this is good. Okay, like terms again. So we have x's and x's. Well, they're just going to cancel. We have a positive 1 and we have a minus 1. So that goes. And then we've got a negative x squared and a plus x squared. Okay, so this whole thing is 0. Simplify. We can't get enough of these simplifies. UV, VU, UV, all the same. So don't be fooled. 4 plus 3 minus 7, UV. And that's 7, take away 7, which is 0. Next, 8k, take away 3k. Well, that's convenient. They're right next to each other. So we have 5k. I wish. Plus 2k minus k. So overall, if you're ever uncertain, you're going to be doing a little diagram, but that's plus 1k left, right? So do what you need to do. Now we get to the 3 terms, and it's going to be exactly the same. Okay, it's going to be not a big deal for us. Maybe a little bit smaller there. We've got x, y, z, x, y, z, x, y, z. So now we just focus on coefficients. Even if there's 3 terms, it's still being multiplied by 1. So that's 1 plus, and that's 1 again. Take away 2, x, y, z. Oh, I love it when it goes to 0. At least we have the confidence to know that's true. Okay, so the last one today is going to be for distribution law. Just thinking that there's another way around this, but unfortunately not. So with this simplification, ideally, when it comes to these weird situations where you can't just add them up like we've just been doing, simplify means to try and get it so that each letter appears only once. And I'll show you, or at least each term, because down here it's letters because it's just ABC. But here we can see that there used to be a k and a k. There used to be a k squared and a k squared. And now we've only got 1k and we've got 1k squared because we've added up how many of each. So they should only appear once. I'm just looking, and this is what I'm thinking. It would be nice to factorize it straight away if these two brackets were the same, but they're not. B plus C and C plus A. And this term is not the same either. There's nothing that's like about these two terms. And so we're going to expand the brackets. So distributing it, we have A times the B and A times the C. That's how we do it. So A times B is AB, and A times C is AC. Okay, so this part here has been expanded to this. In between the left and the right, we've got a plus, so we're going to put a plus. Let's expand the B with a C, just like before, B times C. And here, B times A, which I know is BA. It looks as though we do have a like term here. So the AB and the BA. So we know that they can be added together to be 2, lots of AB. But the last one, AC plus BC, cannot be helped. The only thing that they have together is a C term, and we talked about earlier, maybe it's a good thing that we can bring them together. So that would be something like this. Now the C would be not distributed anymore. It wouldn't be multiplied across both terms, so you just end up with A plus B. Like that. And that's pretty much as far as we can go with that one. Technically simplified slightly, but to be honest, sometimes the simplification is a moot point. All right, let's see you in the video for the next one next week, and hopefully you've got some of these questions ready to go through the answers. Congratulations for keeping up this far.